xRhythms.
Hey there guys, it is Nola and it is so good to see you and in 2020. So happy new year, happy new year. We made it, you made it, I made it. It's amazing, it's gonna be a great year as well. I mean, it's 2020, the year of perspective, if you like. I hope you guys will have a clear vision for yourselves for this year. It's really, really important that you have goals and stuff for yourself, Anyway, just in life, whatsoever they may be. It doesn't necessarily mean having to be the CEO of a Fortune 500 company or whatever, but just making sure you have good, stable life goals for you to aim towards. But speaking of goals, this is the time and this is the season where people are making resolutions, right? Just resolutions left, right and center, whether it is I'm going to start a new job, or I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to lose X amount of pounds, I'm going to save so much money and everything like that. And the list goes on and it goes on and goes on. But we're all making resolutions, whether you're writing them down or thinking about them or you're talking about them, and they're floating all over the place. And there's nothing wrong with that, that's good. But I'm asking you the question of how many times over the years have you made resolutions and you get to the end of that year to look back and find that you actually haven't achieved the very thing that you said you was going to achieve? That somewhere down the line you just gave up, or even you forgot about it and just slipped back into your old habits and into your old ways. I am guilty of that. And if I'm gonna bet, then I think you are too. But I sat down and I thought, okay, how am I going to tackle this year? Because I do believe goals are important, whatsoever they be. So how am I going to tackle it this year? So I'm going to share with you, just real quickly, a good practical way to achieve your 2020 resolution. Imagine I said I am going to lose 50 pounds. No, let's up it. Let's say I said I'm going to lose 180 pounds. I know there's not 180 pounds to lose. If I lose 180 pounds, there'll be nothing more of me. But imagine, I say I'm gonna lose 180 pounds. Now, if that is my goal, that's a big number, that's a large sum, and that is a lot of work to lose 180 pounds. So then, if I start going to the gym and I start really pumping, and I'm going to the gym, I'm working really, really hard, and I step on the scale, and it's April now, and I look, and I've only lost 2 pounds, that's gonna be really, really discouraging. I've worked 4 months out of this year to try and lose 180 pounds, and I've only lost 2 pounds. I'd quit because it's just what's the point? And I scrap everything, and there goes another resolution in another year which I did not achieve. But the problem is that 180 pounds is a large number, and that's a hard thing for me to tackle all at once. So what would be better is if I was to have said, I'm going to aim to lose 2 pounds every week. I'm not sure if that's achievable, but I don't know, I think so. But if I was to aim to lose 2 pounds every single week, there's 52 weeks in a year. So then when it gets to April, when it gets to December, I'm going to see that I have lost a much larger amount because I aimed to lose 2 pounds every single week. And that's a foreseeable goal in the sense of I can see myself achieving losing 2 pounds every week rather than me seeing, okay, I'm just gonna lose 180 pounds because it's such a big number. If that doesn't make sense, then for example, say there are 5 pizzas in front of me and I'll just look at these 5 pizzas. They're not sliced, they're not anything, they're just what they are. I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna eat all 5 of these pizzas. Then that's a bit difficult, that's hard. But if I slice all of those babies up and I take it slice by slice, then I guarantee you, even I will be able to eat all 5 of those pizzas over a period of time because they're cut down into little sections and little chunks and everything like that. So I hope that's making sense to you. So now with your resolution, I don't know, maybe you said, okay, I'm gonna save maybe £1,000 this year. Just literally, I'm just gonna set aside £1,000 this year. That's also a big sum. So then why don't we tackle it and saying, actually, every month I'm gonna set aside 10% of my paycheck, or £50, £100 of my paycheck, and that's gonna go into my savings, and I'm gonna lock that away and I'm not gonna be able to touch it. If you keep doing that every single month for 12 months, then you would have saved more than £1,000. You would have saved well, if you did £100, you would have saved more than £1,000. You would have saved 1.2, and you would have actually beat your goal. So then when 2021 comes around, you're actually gonna be starting off in a much better place, in a much better position, and you're gonna be even more motivated because you would have seen yourself achieve one of your resolutions. So it's about taking these big goals that we have and condensing them and bringing it down to achievable little chunks. So maybe you're thinking, okay, this year I'm gonna be saving and I am going to buy myself a house. That's awesome that you're gonna buy yourself a house. And I agree with you that you're gonna buy yourself a house. But break it down. How do you break down buying a house into like bite-sized chunks, so then by the end of the year, or when it comes to buying time, you have what you need in order to make that deposit, you know? I hope that makes sense to you. That's what I'm going to be doing for this year. I have my things and I'm going to be breaking it down so that I can, by December, give you guys, this was my goals and here is the result and this is my success, you know? So I hope that helps you all throughout this year. And you know what? Don't forget, if you mess up on a resolution, it doesn't have to start in January. You can just start again the very next day. Whether it be January or whether it be March or whether it be August, those goals will be achieved. Just take it down into small baby chunks and do it step by step. Nola out.